In this video, we will be solving linear equations. Linear comes from the word line or straight line. It follows that the equations do not have any powers. Solving an equation can mean finding the value of an unknown. I would like to mention at this point that when we get two related equations, we can solve for two unknowns. It is a rule that to solve two unknowns you need two independent equations that are referring to the same thing. Same applies to n unknowns, which require n independent equations. We will see this in more detail later. As usual, we have the fundamental idea of keep the balance. Whatever you do, do the same to both sides. One interesting point that can help the way you think about equations is that x equals x to the power of 1. Of course, we don't put the power to 1 in there, but nevertheless you can imagine it to be there, because sometimes it helps understanding. For the sake of completeness, x to the power 0 equals 1. In fact, any value to the power 0 is always equal to 1. The best way to proceed now is by way of examples. As I said, here are some examples. 6 plus x equals 8. What does x equal? This you can work out in your head. Have a go. Correct. X equals 2. Mathematics, because we use algebra, tends to be mysterious. It only looks that way. At the end of the day, it is about solving simple puzzles. Solve 4 times x equals 20. It is simple. Divide both sides by 4 and you will find x equals 5. Now that you are warmed up, we will go through a complicated equation. Solve 2a minus 1 divided by 2 equals 1 minus 3a divided by 3. What is the value of a? So a equals something. We want a to be a number that makes the equation the same value each side. This is a nasty one, isn't it? When I typed this into the equation editor on my computer, I had to put brackets around the expressions on the top, i.e., or that is, 2a minus 1 and the 1 minus 3a. Otherwise the computer wouldn't have understood what I was saying. Here is the equation from the previous slide. There are no brackets or powers to expand, so we will start with multiplication and division. One side is divided by 2 and the other divided by 3. They are both factors of 6. So if we multiply both sides by 6, we can get rid of the denominators. Please note that we are only concerned with the factors of the contents of the brackets. Now we have 6 divided by 2, which equals 3, and 6 divided by 3, which equals 2. If we now replace these numbers, we have an equation that is far simpler. Okay, so what's next? Yes, you've got it. Well done. Expand the brackets. And now we have 6a minus 3 equals 2 minus 6a. The equation from the previous slide. By adding 6a to both sides, we get 12a minus 3 equals 2. And now we must add 3 to both sides to give 12a equals 5. The answer is a equals 5 upon 12. Answers are not always whole numbers. Sometimes we get fractions. There follows some practice questions. You really should pause the video and have a go before looking at the answers on the following slide.